No, so my name is Billy, and I used to work at NBC, and I was there when you first got your late night show,
Okay.
and it was 1993, and they had a cocktail party on the top floor of 30 Rock, and you walked out, and I was in sales. I was like, wanted to, and I met you, and everyone in the room, because you were a writer before that, so everyone in the room goes, he is the next big thing, and we were all like, and you were just so gracious to everyone, and everyone loved you. And I have a question. So I actually have a question. My question is, you started your career as a writer, and you were on The Simpsons and SNL. And did you ever, when you first were starting, think of yourself to be in front of the camera, or has it just happened?
I did think about it, but I knew it had to be the right way. But I knew what I wasn't. I knew I was not a stand-up.
Right.
I knew that I had something to offer, but I didn't know where it fit into the firmament. And I really didn't. I worked at SNL, and I never once looked at any of those cast members and thought, Dana Carvey, I could do that. And then insane events took place that could not have been thought of, where suddenly there's this seismic shift in late night. And this is, nowadays, they'd never have picked me, ever. They would have said, okay, the world is filled with hilarious people who've been making things on YouTube for years, and there's so many possibilities. Back then it was, oh no, who will host the show if Dave's not hosting it? We need to turn to an expert, and they turned to Lorne Michaels. And then the whole thing started, and Lorne looked around, but he was, and then lo and behold, I get a chance, which I was not ready for. Wow. But my lesson to everybody is when your moment comes, you may not be ready, but you have to take it and then figure it out on the way. And my analogy is a steel boat is leaving the port, and it's leaving, and you have to be on that boat. Leap. Now, there's a good chance when I landed on that boat, I hit my chest against the edge of the boat, hit my jaw, fell in the water, almost drowned, grabbed a rope, got dragged along, looked like an idiot, pulled myself up, bleeding, blah, 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 but I got on the boat. And it wasn't pretty, and I wasn't ready, and I did think seriously back then about, well, maybe I should wait till the next late night slot opens up for a complete unknown. And something in me said, you're an idiot.
Well, we're glad you took that leap.
Well, I'm delighted I took that leap. And I say often, I still can't believe, honestly, I was talking to Marty about being cynical. I cannot believe that happened. I still wake up some mornings and go, wait a minute, what? I'm at The Simpsons? I'm a writer in a dark room, and then that happened? And it worked? Not right away, but it worked? That's crazy. It is crazy. So you never know when your thing is going to come along. It won't come when you want it. It won't look the way you thought it was going to look. But I think that's true for all of us in different ways. So I'm crazily lucky to be here, and crazily lucky to have all of you caring at all about what I do.